returned my application and had an interview scheduled for the Hallmark store. I went to the interview expecting the same nervous feeling I had with past interviews. But though the feeling was there when I arrived at the store, it dissipated fast when the interview started. The woman was kind and spoke to me like I was a friend. This made all the difference to me, and after the interview, I had the job. Time started moving quickly after that. Tim worked at his job and I worked at mine. I would usually get home before Tim, so I tried to make supper most nights. I had a dark green fleece blanket that I laid out on the floor as our dining room table. I would arrange our place settings with care and would have a jar candle in the center. Like many people starting out, we were on a tight budget. So many nights we would have things like macaroni and cheese, ramen noodles, hot dogs, and sometimes inexpensive hamburgers that we would douse in barbecue sauce to hide their gaminess. Though we had little for money and physical possessions, I was truly happy. I of course aspired for more someday, but if this was all I had, I was content. I had someone that I loved who loved me back, and I had food and a roof over my head. Life was good. Though my new life was in the cities, we traveled to visit Grandma once or twice each month. These visits were full of campfires, shopping, walks, and of course, coffee. With gas prices at the time, this almost 4-hour drive wasn't cheap, but these visits meant the world to me, so we made the necessary sacrifices in our life to afford them. We didn't have much for spending money, so you can imagine my slight confusion when Tim brought me to a mall one afternoon. While unpacking our belongings, he had found a gift card that he hadn't used yet, so he decided to surprise me with it because he thought I would enjoy going clothes shopping. Being used to shopping for many of my clothes secondhand or discounted in big box stores, it was fun to get something new from stores that just sold clothing. These new clothes fit me better than the old clothes I had, and after browsing the clearance section for a while, I turned that $30 gift card into 6 new shirts. I was pretty good at bargain shopping. I bargain shopped for almost everything that we had, finding things on sale, clearance, or even secondhand. We were lucky to be offered a few pieces of furniture from Tim's family, including a dining room table and chairs to replace the blanket we were using as a table, and a few end tables. These were items we couldn't have afforded by ourselves, so I greatly appreciated them and thought it was fun that they came from his family rather than a store. We fell into a routine of working during the days and spending time together in the evenings. We spent all our free time together, playing video games, watching movies, or just talking. Then, one day, Tim brought up the question of college. I had never really considered further education because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So many people seemed to go to college straight out of high school, many not even sure what they wanted to go to school for. In high school, I remember being taught that it was important to go to college right after high school, even if you didn't know what it was you wanted to do. Their reasoning was because usually if you took a break from education to work, you were unlikely to start schooling later. I get the idea behind this rule, but at the same time, I think many go to school and end up switching their education paths so many times that they get buried in student loan debt. And some never finish school to get the doctor's salary it would take to clean up all that debt. Tim and I didn't like the idea of having debt, but we talked through what sacrifices we could make to be able to pay for it while I went to school, so after I graduated, I would have little to no debt. Going to school was a large decision, both for our finances and my life, but after an informational look into the interior design program, I was enrolled for my fall semester.